locker room afterwards? What you trying to get across to the guys?
Yo, what's up, everyone? Michelle here. You are locked in and loaded to the premier broadcast of K-Chiefs Sports Talk. You won't believe the vibe shift happening in Missouri. Honestly, this is heavy stuff. Stick around, because the kingdom is undergoing a surgical reconstruction, and Andy Reid just dropped the blueprint for the 2026 resurrection. Listen, honestly, I've been staring at the game film from that disastrous 2025 campaign for weeks, just trying to find where the wheels fell off. Because look, we're not just talking about a bad year. We're talking about the soul of this franchise, that Lamar Hunt standard that has been the gold standard of the NFL for a decade. A 6-11 finish? Missing the playoffs for the first time since 2015? It felt like a fever dream, my friends. And if you think the rest of the league didn't smell blood in the water, you're watching a different sport. I asked Patrick Mahomes last month what the hell happened. 2 words, 3-second dramatic pause. Compounding errors. That's it. That's the tweet. Mahomes, the 3-time Super Bowl champ, looking me dead in the eye and admitting he was throwing picks in the red zone like a rookie. He told me, "Michelle, I'm analyzing those 3rd and 4th quarter moments, things I've never done before." Look it, when the GOAT admits he lost his way, you know the building is on fire. He's talking about consistency, but I'm talking about something much deeper. I'm talking about respect. I talked to a source inside the building, 3-second dramatic pause, and they told me the atmosphere in the offensive meeting rooms by December was, toxic. Not because of fighting, but because of a total loss of confidence. One staffer said, "Teams stopped fearing the deep ball. They started playing us in a wide 9 front and dared us to run, knowing we couldn't push a sled 5 yards." The NFL literally lost respect for the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Can you even imagine that? Look at the numbers. They lost 12 of their last 18 games. They finished the year losing 7 of their last 8, 6 in a row to end the season. Andy Reid has never seen a slump like this in his life. And on Friday, Big Red finally broke his silence. He didn't promise a new playbook. He didn't promise a radical scheme shift. He promised discipline. "We analyze everything and everyone," Reid said. "He's looking under every rock." But honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think it's just about the plays. It's about the people. We are looking at a 40% roster turnover. Long, dramatic pause. 21 players have contracts expiring next month. 21! And because of that $55 million cap deficit, even with the Mahomes restructure, most of those guys are gone. History. Out of here. Before I lose my mind over this soft reset, do me a favor, hit subscribe, smash that like, and I need to see your takes in the comments. I'm serious, Kingdom. I want to know, what do you think should be the #1 priority to fix this team? Do we go all in on a 4.3 speedster in the draft? Or do we need to fire the entire training staff? Is Andy Reid's consistency talk enough? Or do we need a total scheme overhaul? Tell me what you think below. I'm reading them. Let's get into the scout talk here. Andy Reid mentioned that they aren't changing the scheme, but they're changing the execution. Listen, if you don't have the hand size and the anchor strength on the interior line to stop a standard 3-technique bull rush, no amount of discipline is going to save you. We saw Kingsley Sumayatia struggle when he was forced back to tackle. We saw the run game evaporate because the cover 2 shells were daring us to run, and we were averaging 2.8 yards per carry. I talked to a veteran scout, 3-second dramatic pause, and he told me the Chiefs became predictable. They tried to use Mahomes' magic as a scheme, rather than using the scheme to help Mahomes. That's a heavy hit, my friend. If the coaching staff doesn't orient the players towards what they do best, like Reid said on Friday, then we're just going to see more of the same compounding errors in 2026. And look at the compatibility factor. Reid is talking about bringing in new guys who understand that KC is a special place. That's coach speak for we need guys who aren't going to crumble when the pressure is on. Because when you lose 6 in a row, the pressure isn't just a heavy backpack, it's a mountain. Brett Veach is about to have the busiest March of his life. He's hunting for bargain bin gems because the cap is a nightmare. He's looking for guys with 40-yard dash times that can actually threaten the safety. We need a Z receiver who can stretch the field, so Kelce, if he even comes back, can have some room to breathe in the seams. We need a wide 9 defensive end who can generate pressure without Spagnuolo having to blitz the house every single snap. Honestly, if I hear one more person say it's just a fluke, I'm gonna lose it. You don't lose 12 out of 18 games by fluke. You lose because you got out-coached, out-scouted, and outplayed. Andy Reid knows this. He jam-packed his Friday press conference with words like responsibility and ambitious expectations. But words don't block for a quarterback coming off an ACL reconstruction. Players do. Let's talk technicals. 2026 is going to be about the St. Joseph reset. When they get to camp in July, 40% of that locker room is going to be looking for the bathroom because they've never been there before. Rookies, one-year prove-it vets, misfit toys. Andy Reid has to mold that into a consistently elite unit in 6 weeks. Good luck with that. Another source inside the building told me the draft board is currently loaded with interior defenders and big-bodied blockers. They want the respect back in the trenches first. That tells me they know they got bullied. They know they lost the physical battle. But look at the Mahomes factor. He's taking the blame. He's looking at his own interceptions. That's what a leader does. But honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Patrick shouldn't have to be perfect for this team to win. In 2023, he had a defense. In 2022, he had a run game. In 2025, he had compounding errors. The strategy for 2026 is clear. Restore the discipline, refresh the roster, and regain the respect. But is it enough? Or is the KC fatigue across the league so strong that teams have finally figured out the Reid Mahomes code? Kingdom, I need you on this one. I'm reading every single comment on this video. Do you think a 40% roster turnover is the hard reset we need? Or is it a recipe for another 6-11 disaster because the chemistry won't be there? Does Andy Reid need to be more drastic with the playbook? And do you think Mahomes can actually improve his red zone decision-making after a year of bad habits? Honestly, if we don't fix the consistency, I'm gonna have to start covering the Battlehawks, and nobody wants that. I'm Michelle, and this is the K-Chiefs Kingdom Network. We reload, we rebuild, we reign. But right now, we've got a lot of work to do to get that respect back. How about those Chiefs? See you in the comments, and stay locked in for the next Insider Drop.